Hi girls, it's Wednesday, August 27th, and this is my analysis of Chapter 8. Chapter 8, Port Charles. This is a really interesting chapter. This is when Bella goes with Angela and Jessica to go dress shopping for the dance, which she will not attend. And she goes off on her own to go to a bookstore and then ends up almost being possibly raped or worse by 4 guys. But Edward shows up and saves her, as usual. And then he takes her to dinner to keep himself calm enough not to go kill those guys, and just so that he can make sure she's okay, because he thinks she's going to go into shock, and she doesn't, obviously, because she's Bella and she's just not normal. And this is when she tells him, hypothetically, starts talking about someone who can read minds, and he plays along with her and starts answering her questions about his mind reading abilities. And this also is when he tells her that he's been trying to keep her alive, and she says that, how do you know my number wasn't up when the van came? And he said, your number was up before then. Your number was up the first day I met you. And he's surprised that she remembers how violent his eyes looked, but yet she's still sitting there. So he obviously can tell that Bella's not as normal as any girl he's ever met. And he also realizes that she's way more observatory. She's observant, seriously, because she notices the fact that, when he's got darker eyes, he's grumpier. And he's really surprised about that. Of course, we find later on why he's grumpier, but I like this chapter because they are starting to get the relationship formed. And this is when they start to get to know each other. The next chapter, Theory, is a really good one because then they just sit there and talk about everything. But that's about it. I really did like this chapter. I like the fact that he was such a gentleman, and the fact that he ignored the waitress. That made me laugh, because if you're a girl who doesn't think she's pretty and a hot guy ignores a really pretty girl for you, you know how it feels. It's awesome. But that's all I have to say about that. My least favorite part is the fact that Bella doesn't have really any self-defense besides eye gouging and things that kind of duh. For living in Phoenix, as a girl who's lived in Phoenix, I learned a lot of self-defense moves because of that. I would expect her, as a girl who lived in Phoenix all her life, to know more self-defense than just try and push the nose up into the brain, because most girls aren't going to have that strength and everything. So I think she should have taken some self-defense classes. My favorite parts are the part where she tells him, don't you notice that you dazzle people? And he kind of looked at her weird and said, do I dazzle you? And she's like, frequently. That just made me laugh because she's just so honest about it. I also like the fact that when she's cold, he gives her his jacket. That's really sweet and very romantic. And as you know, I'm a hopeless romantic. So those are my 2 favorite parts. Okay, my challenge is to Anna. Anna, I think you should go through the characters and tell us your actors that you would like to play the characters in Twilight, not from the movie they're doing now, but who you would rather have played in the movie.